Turning now to a forecast, and Brad, snow is on the way. What should folks know? Time it out for us.
Yeah, it's snowing right now in the mountains. We've got snow falling currently up in Blowing Rock, some light snow falling there, really cold as we move through the mountains. A very, very blustery evening. You see the snow falling as the camera moves there. Some nice snowflakes there. Beach Mountain, it looks really dark. Actually, I know the camera's out, but it's snowing there as well. We've got that northwest flow bringing in the next shot of cold air. This is a reinforcing shot. These aren't the lows. These are the current temperatures. What is it, 616 right now? Look at the clock. Mid-teens in the mountains, some single digits. Even here in Charlotte, some areas are already near freezing, and we're only after 6 o'clock in the evening. The wind chills, sub-zero and single digits in the mountains. We're seeing teens and 20s. It's going to be brutally cold tonight. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure your pipes are protected, and those pets, please make sure they have a warm place and they have unfrozen water. They definitely are going to be suffering tonight with these cold temperatures. They should not be left outdoors at all. Temperatures, again, causing the ground temperature to cool back down into the 30s. These will continue to drop. That's important because as this winter storm takes shape, the precipitation heading our way is going to stick immediately. You know, oftentimes around here, we'll get snow for hours and it won't stick to anything because it's warm and the ground's warm. That's not going to be the case with this. So even though the snowfall amounts could be light, and what I mean by light is 1 to 2 inches. That's, you know, almost a half of our annual average snowfall in one event. But that would all stick immediately and cause icy spots on the roads. Now, when is this going to happen? Well, the timing, pretty much middle of the day, we should start to see snow showers to our west. They start to move into the Piedmont mid-afternoon. So think between 2 and 4 p.m. it starts snowing. The later we get into the evening, two things happen. More snow moves in and the temperature drops even more. Sunset's around 5:30, so once the sun goes down, you know it's going to get cold, and temperatures will be below freezing most of the night. So everything falling is icing up on the roads. Now, if we get some of this pink, which is a wintry mix of sleet and freezing rain on top of the snow, boy, that would really cause issues into the wee hours of Saturday morning. So we wake up Saturday, likely everything's frozen over. It will take until probably 11 a.m., maybe noon, before we get above freezing on Saturday. That's when conditions should improve. So your timing, pretty much everybody's going to start about the same time, but we could see a mix from Rock Hill, Monroe to Charlotte to Gastonia between midnight and 4 a.m. If we're going to see some ice, it's going to be late night while most of you are sleeping. It should taper off in the morning. Northwest flow will continue up in the mountains for a while. The amount of snow we're expecting anywhere from a trace to 3 inches. 90% chance we're going to see measurable snow here in the Charlotte area for sure. So when we look at the map, higher amounts in the mountains and foothills because of the backside of it will produce some northwest flow snows, but 1 to 2 inches would be my best bet right now for the Charlotte area. Again, just like rainfall, some years will be a little higher and lower. I mean, that's just the nature of this. It's not one uniform amount across the area. It's just easier for us to measure. If you don't have a rain gauge, you have no idea how much it rained. But with snow, it's pretty easy. Anyone can go out in their yard and measure it almost immediately. Here's a look at the timing and the impacts. 3 to 4 o'clock, that's when things ramp up. But the hazardous travel, to me, this is our #1 impact. If I could say one thing, the roads will be slick. Trust me. It's not the amount of snow, it's the impact, and those impacts will be huge on the roads. In fact, our winter weather impacts in that low to medium range just because of the impact on travel. Bridges, overpasses, road surfaces, all of them could be ice covered. And again, speaking of the ice, there could be some freezing rain on top of this, maybe a glazing to a 1/10, but you put that on top of an inch or two of snow or sleet, you're talking about glacier type stuff. So the impacts Friday afternoon into the evening, overnight Saturday. By the time we get to Saturday, things should improve a little bit, but slick roads, cold temperatures, and be ready for a refreeze. Anything that melts will refreeze as we go into the evening. And if you're looking for a warm up, good luck. 6 to 10 day outlook, there's more cold air on the way. To me, that is a big story with the cold air sticking around. Your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast, average highs 52, average lows 32. Let's look at the 10-day forecast. Temperature staying below average all the way through the next 10 days.
All right, thank you, Brad.